Blessings, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the What podcast. That is wellness, healthcare, advocacy, and transparency. You're familiar with it now as it relates to being powered by the FAMU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Institute of Public Health, as we affectionately refer to this academic unit celebrating 75 years, this Diamond Jubilee anniversary approaching in September, the CoPPS IPH. And to be a part of the CoPPS IPH, of course, takes a lot of integration of various facets. One of the facets today happens to come all the way from Duval County, yes, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars and the St. Johns River that I've enjoyed from time to time, as well as you perhaps. Again, we've got the faculty and staff that are coming to us from the Northeast Florida Pharmacy Practice Center. And so, without further ado, we have the division director, Dr. Frank Emanuel, who will tell us who we have with us today on the What podcast. Thank you so kindly, Dr. Emanuel, and everyone present today.
Well, thank you, Dr. Sheffield.
You'd introduce yourself as well as your colleagues.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're happy to be here with you today and excited about this whole opportunity. And I'm going to congratulate you on this innovative way of documenting the various programs in the college. So I'm excited. Yeah. Let me allow me to begin with a bit of historical context. Our College of Pharmacy's practice centers were originally the vision of one of our most influential deans, Dr. Charles Walker, who established the first distant campus sites in Miami and Tampa. And then years later, Dean Johnny Early strengthened that vision by renaming each center according to its geographic region, giving each site a clear identity within the college's statewide footprint. I had the privilege under the leadership of Dean Henry Lewis being appointed to direct and develop the Northeast Florida Pharmacy Practice Center. And this center serves as the primary operational hub for the College of Pharmacy here in Jacksonville. It plays a central role in identifying, developing, and supporting clinical clerkship sites for our Doctor of Pharmacy students, partnering with hospitals, medical centers, clinics, and communities-based healthcare facilities across the region. At our practice center, all of our practice centers share a common structure, offering 4 6-week required rotations and a series of 3 6-week electives for a total of 7-week rotations for the students during the course of their academic year. The Northeast Florida Center is home to an exceptional team of full-time faculty members. And allow me to introduce them now. We have Dr. CoPPS Epps, Dr. Tanya Jackson, Dr. David Seal, and not with us today is Dr. Samantha Thompson. Each are board certified in their respective practice area. Each has been recognized at some point as Teacher of the Year by the college, an honor that speaks volumes about their commitment to excellence, and dare I say, excellence with caring. I can't say enough about these outstanding individuals, team members that I pat myself on the back when I say I assembled. I've handpicked all of these people. So I've invited them to join us today to highlight the outstanding work that they do and to share how they help prepare our students to become a competent pharmacy practitioners. So I give you Team Jacksonville, Team Northeast.
Wow.
We also have Dr.
Surely appreciate that, and I'm grateful.
We have.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Yeah, Michelle Magruder, who's sitting in. She's our program assistant, so she's just sitting in and listening in on the conversation to make sure that we do well.
Indeed. We thank you so much for everyone being on their best behavior as being monitored there by Ms. Sheila Magruder. And for each of you in your respective places, you know, we've interacted on one occasion or another as relates to how we do brag different here at FAMU and more specifically here in the CoPPS IPH. And so we think of clinical excellence and innovation And Dr. Emmanuel, truly, you like proud papa, so to speak, as relates to that division there. Again, all integral component, as it were, as it shapes those healthcare practitioners that we are producing for the future. And so then that does bring me to, I'm just going to start with Dr. Jackson because, we do that ACPE thing, as it relates to accreditation and FAMU forging forward, always backward, never, as it relates to the most recent accomplishment with the NAPLEX and MJPE scores, which everyone is talking about. But Dr. Jackson, as it relates to clinical excellence, innovation in terms of some insights perhaps that you can share in your various roles there in the Northeast Florida area that contribute to the overall progress, if you will, of the CoPPS IPH, please.
Okay, well, thank you for that wide footprint to discuss. Yeah, I'm Tanya Jackson, and I started with the Northeast Florida Pharmacy Practice Center as a general medicine practitioner and preceptor. I've had sites at the specialty hospital in Jacksonville, as well as the Putnam Regional Medical Center in Palatka. And most recently, I transitioned as far as contributing to our API learners development to an academic administrative rotation. So that's how I precept students, now preparing them for the prospect of becoming faculty members one day themselves. And as far as accreditation goes, as the Associate Dean for Academic Excellence and Development, I'm charged with overseeing and managing our maintenance of accreditation and all of the activities that are related. That includes numerous reports. As that Dr. Early once mentioned, accreditation is always with us. So we often have interim reports or monitoring reports to submit to that accrediting body in the form of the NAPLEX results, which we are most excited about, having exceeded both the state and national average on our first attempt takers this time around. We're very proud of that. And that is one of those monitoring parameters, if you will, that the accrediting body has for us. It's one of many. There are many things that they look at, but that is one that we have struggled with, but have achieved a significant milestone in this most recent time. So it's a pleasure to report that, and we won't be on anybody's radar screen as a result of these results this time around.
Absolutely.
Thanks again for that wide footprint. I think I touched on most of it.
I know, kind of abstract, vague, but I know I'm dealing with the Northeast Florida Pharmacy Practice Faculty staff component. So Dr. Seal, in some of those college meetings and so forth, you are, I will say, the one who helps us to kind of stay on task in terms of asking those questions or making those observations that may not be so popular per se, but it's not a popularity contest. I'm grateful that my pharmacist is a FAMU graduate, and even my primary care physician, again, based in pharmacy before going to med school. But in terms of your roles there in Northeast Florida and what you do to, again, help contribute to the overall successes of our student learners and those who will go and practice, what is your driving force? I'll just ask you, Dr. Seal, that keeps you like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go in one more day, so to speak, please.
You're on
Dr.
mute.
Seal.
Thank you
Unmute,
for the
please.
opportunity. I'm sorry for
Unmute, Dr. Seal. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
No worries.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for the
Yes,
opportunity.
please.
Sorry I was on
Thank you.
mute. So it's a blessing to be here this morning. And I'll start by the intro by saying in 2009, I had the opportunity and the blessing to come serve the college in the Jacksonville area, which I am native to. And I'm
actually the clinic I'm at is Agape, so hopefully that word resonates with everyone on the screen. So the Agape Clinic provides, I'm an ambulatory care provider here at the Agape Clinic, and I've been in the Agape system since 2009. So I've had the blessing of serving this community and this clinic system for many, many years as it made a transition from the Department of Health and the state providing primary care services to now an independent organization that's still federally funded as a federally qualified health center that serves pediatric and adult patients. So in addition to that role, I had another practice site with a geriatric population of underserved individuals in the North Jacksonville area, closer to where I reside. And that was previously MCCI or Conviva, and I ran anti-coag services there for 11 years until a couple of years ago. We don't have that opportunity anymore, but it was a blessing while it existed, and we were able to serve that community quite well in that regard. So, and I also serve as a preceptor to all the students who come to this clinic and residents who come through the clinic as well. In addition, I'd say that another opportunity that is for us as preceptors, we also get an opportunity to serve as instructors in the didactic courses. So over the years, I've served in multiple didactic courses and continue to serve to teach content in population health and professional pharmacy practice now. So all blessings that allow me the opportunity to serve our students and at the same time serve the community. So all the way around, I hope that on your end in Tallahassee that it's, and I'm not causing too much trouble from afar when I interject in the meetings and try and steer in one direction or the other. So I'm part of several committees, and hopefully those committees have a positive impact on all of the outcomes that you heard Dr. Jackson speak of that appear that we've moving in the right direction. And I hope we continue to do so. So
Absolutely.
thank you very much.
And thank you so kindly for those candid remarks. And, as it relates to community engagement, and of course, FAMU being a three-pronged mission institution of higher learning with the teaching, research, and public service, the greatest of these shall serve. And it is the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. So sometimes have to have a little friction for that diamond to evolve. Yes, shameless pun, as it were, to the 75th Diamond Jubilee anniversary celebration. But then that does give me opportunity to come to you. I know, right, Dr. Epps, in terms of we've had some interactions, and I want to say there was even a feature with you and some of your impact there at Northeast Florida Pharmacy Practice Center related to the learners as well as some community activities. But with your varied roles there, would you kind of maybe give us a synopsis of why this is important for you to yet be serving there where you are, please?
So good morning. Thank
Dr.
you for
Epps.
having me. So I actually was recruited by Dr. Emanuel for two things, really. One of those would be to continue in general medicine and having students, and the other one would be to start a residency program. And so that's what I've been doing since starting here. At Northeast Florida. So I am currently serving as the residency program director for a community-based PGY1 residency that we have in collaboration with Walgreens. So I'm currently serving in that particular role. And also I have the general medicine rotation that we have for our experiential students, as well as I do teach in the classroom, being a class coordinator for a P2 course as well within the college. And so for me, I was actually recruited from the hospital practice. When I transitioned to academia, a little bit different from what I had experienced on the practice side, but I've definitely grown to love it, interacting with the students, feeling like I'm a part of their growth as it relates to their education. And of course, as well with the residency program and helping those students who have graduated and now want some additional training to receive that training and continue to grow as a pharmacy professional.
Indeed. And a lot of that coordination, if you will, Ms. Magruder, I'm just going to ask you to unmute. And, in your role there, I know we've interacted recently with
Yes.
me asking for certain things and doing the follow-up, follow-through. How do you serve, I will say, as the glue to hold all of these fabulous faculty persons together and again move the program forward from your perspective, please?
Yes, so I've been here coming up on 2 years now, and from day one, it has been a very warm family, close-knit operation here. And as I got settled in and I noticed there's so much coordinating for them, each faculty member has such a large role and it's a lot of paperwork. You really realize how much they're pouring in, whether it's, Dr. Thompson with the immunization courses going to Tallahassee and doing CE program, and Dr. Seal and Dr. Epps, they're traveling, they're here, then they sometimes go to Tallahassee for their didactic course. Dr. Jackson with her curriculum and the accreditation. It's a lot that, we keep it together, but it is a lot of, it's a very warm feeling here. And Dr. Emmanuel and I, we're in constant communication with the students, that the student being the integral part, they feel very free from day one with orientation. And, Dr. Emmanuel puts that in place for them that you can come see me, throughout the year if there's anything, good, bad in between. And so they feel very comfortable just coming in the office, calling, emailing. So it's a true blessing to be here with so many great people. And then the students, they get so comfortable and it's important, on their journey. They feel they have our support. And I think that translates into their results, actually. So it's a very good experience. I'm very glad to be here.
It's called
Indeed,
excellence.
your enthusiasm.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Called excellence with caring, Dr. Sheffield.
Indeed, Dr. Emmanuel, and you knew I was coming right back to you full circle because you just heard the lips of clay that have spoken into the atmosphere. And I don't know, Shayla Magruder, you can have this position as I'm working on my succession plan here at my beloved alma mater. But Dr. Emmanuel, I'm thinking about the interdisciplinary collaborations that you obviously do there, OBGYN, Mayo Clinic rotations and the like. Again, to keep it all together, as Ms. Magruder was just elaborating on, if you will. There's a lot of, I will go on record as saying diversity, equity, and inclusion that goes on, that again goes into the student learners so that they are becoming the best that they can be. But what would you say, Dr. Emmanuel, in terms of the rotations and other experiences within and without the classroom really allows those individuals to benefit once they come through the Northeast Florida Pharmacy Practice Center? That is our student learners and their interactions that have been described so vividly, please.
Well, thank you for that question. It's a very thing that comes into play because all of these great team members can't do everything, so we have to rely upon outside preceptors. As you mentioned, the collaboration that we have around the region. We have over 60 some sites that the students have access to. Mayo Clinic, one. We talked about the Department of Health that we had students rotating there, and we have them rotating all of the hospitals here in town, the Baptist Medical Center, St. Vincent's, Ascension Health, rather. now, and we go as far west as the VA hospital in Lake City, and we've sent some students down, as Dr. Jackson mentioned, when she was precepting in Palatka down. That's about as far as the south we go, and so we do have some outside collaborators, and we also collaborate with other physicians, private physicians. We had pediatric rotation with one of our pediatricians. We had OBGYN practice site. One of our former members was, or former graduates rather, was a pharmacist, but he went on to become a obstetrician gynecologist, and so he was willing to take some students on to in his office practice to give them some experience from that regard. So there are a lot of collaborations that we have going on that help, that assist us, and people are signing up all the time, wanting to become a part. I think we had some sign up just recently. And so when we put that sign out front of the building, we had people coming by here thinking the College of Pharmacy was here and they wanted to enroll in the pharmacy program. And I told them, well, you got to go to Tallahassee first. This is for advanced students. They have to go to Tallahassee to get the didactic training, and then they come here. So it's always been enlightening. We just want to carry the brand and make sure that FAMU continues to be in the mix.
Indeed. Well, truly you're striking boldly there, and we're coming towards the end, if you will, of this popular podcast that we are liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to. But some closing thoughts from each of you. Jermaine, I will say specifically to this being the 75th Diamond Jubilee year of offering pharmacy education at FAMU, your legacy. Dr. Lord always speaks to history and legacy, so you already know. But just to start, if you will, Dr. Jackson, your legacy when, this is behind you, so to speak, many years forward, what may your legacy be as it relates to your varied roles there and in pharmacy practice in general, please?
Well, thank you for that question and starting with me. I appreciate it so much. Um, as an alumnus of this institution, it really means a lot. The 75th anniversary. As a faculty member, I was here for the 65th, which was a wonderful affair as well. And as we look forward, when I'm a retiree, which I hope is pretty soon. No. As we look forward, when I'm a retiree, what I'm hoping is a legacy of leadership. When I was a student, I had a mentor that made it seem like it was effortless to translate her excellent practitionership to meaningful learning experiences and do everything in the community and be a family person as well. So she modeled such an example that I wanted to become a faculty member. And so I hope that my legacy is one of leadership and mentorship and acting as a gatekeeper to this wonderful profession and spirit of alumnus in someone coming forward.
Indeed. Thank you. So eloquently spoken. And, I'm even thinking that your colleagues would probably say ditto, but y'all don't get off like that with me. So Dr. Seal, as it relates again, 75th Diamond Anniversary, you've been there since 2009, as you indicated, continue to shine and make us shine brighter as you, again, give us pondering thoughts from time to time. But your legacy, the history of everything that you're bringing and, again, receiving and giving, if you will, what may that be, please, sir? Dr. Seal.
Unmute.
Same
Off
as
mute,
before.
please.
So,
Please unmute. Yes, sir.
all right. So
We do it till it happens.
as I reflected on the comments of Dr. Jackson, I would say that my legacy is in serving as an ambassador to the underserved and underinsured in the area that I grew up. So a true blessing was that my mother during COVID was actually vaccinated by my student. So I think the training of pharmacists and my mother actually was a patient of this clinic. So a true blessing is to be able to be involved and be integral and leave the footprint of training a lot of pharmacists who I hope will come back to their own communities and serve the underserved and underinsured, because excellence with caring is centered around that in the Agape network, and it's a true blessing to the community to have the opportunities that we have to allow our students to see how we can be impactful in the lives of so many who genuinely need help in the healthcare system on a daily basis. So that is hopefully my legacy is I think over 100 now. But if you counted all the students who were here, that we teach seminar as well. So all the student pharmacists who've been here, it's been hundreds of students, and but over 100 directly have been trained at the Agape Clinic and over at MCCI, and I hope that that has led to the same impact that Dr. Jackson spoke of that she received as a student as she matriculated through FAMU. I hope that I was able to do a little of that myself and spread it around all over the country. So it's been a blessing, and like Dr. Jackson, uh, retirement is not that far away. So in a little footprint in the 75-year history, 17 of them. Hopefully we continue to move forward in that regard.
Indeed. Thank you so kindly. And that brings us to I'll say the quick-witted quintessential Quavatus Epps, Dr. Epps, your legacy perhaps in terms of your continual interactions there.
I think for me, one of the things that I at least try to stress to the students is the importance of planning and thinking ahead of what you want to do in your career. And part of that is with postgraduate training. Just, think beyond where you are at the moment and what is it that you truly want to do and accomplish, and whether or not you need some additional credentials behind your name to accomplish that, so that you will qualify for those other positions that may be out there, and you won't necessarily be turned away because you don't have some additional qualifications.
All right, thank you. Succinct and to the point, Ms. Magruder, again, still holding it together. I want to come to you before I get Dr. Emmanuel to wrap it up for us on this episode of the What Podcast. You're there in that capacity, but your future looks bright, I'm thinking.
Yes, and I would hope, even though I just started, it would be a legacy of caring and support for our students. One thing that they tell me all the time, this class and the class before, I think I've seen two classes, is that here in Jacksonville, it's a lot of responsiveness and togetherness. So I hope they would feel that we've poured so much into them. And as Dr. Seal mentioned, that they just pour back into the community. We have a very large alumni presence here in Jacksonville. So it seems very bright. We see a lot of Rattler license plates, and they all kind of hub here, throughout the year. So I would say a legacy of community and love, support, and connectedness.
Thank you so kindly. And Dr. Emmanuel, you kind of got this party started, so we're going to ask you as division director to give us some closing thoughts, if you will, and then again, the legacy, as you too know what it's like to be a Rattler, striking from the top, please, sir.
Well, thank you. I think everybody stole all my thunder and said pretty much everything that I wanted to say, but I guess you can gain from all those words that our goal is to prepare future pharmacists who will elevate the profession and uplift their communities and continue the tradition of excellence with caring that defines FAMU and the College of Pharmacy as they go through in life. So I'll end it with that. Thank you for this
Well,
opportunity.
thank you so much. And again, yes, and thank you for allowing me to serve as it relates to opportunities of being optimized here during the 75th Diamond Jubilee year of FAMU CoPPS IPH. We want to thank you, listeners and viewers, for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing the podcast as it relates to us moving forward. And again, from Tallahassee to Jacksonville, the FAMU CoPPS IPH continues to lead with purpose, pride, and pharmacy excellence. Please stay tuned, stay thankful, and stay limitless. I'm your host, Dr. Ola Sheffield. Send me your ideas and thoughts, comments. Ola.Sheffield@FAMU.edu or call 850-412-5110. And again, we're celebrating good times everywhere. Thank you, Jacksonville. Continue to enjoy your day. Stay blessed, safe, comfortable, and water hydrated. Thank you.